They're laughing.
Okay.
They're all
It
right.
is what it is. So, we are going to answer some of your guys' questions. We're going to kind of go over where we're at, bringing the reality to life. So what we do is, for those who don't know, we do wildlife education, conservation, and rescue. We are switching, or being forced to switch over to just wildlife virtual education and rescue. They are wanting us to cease our operations of conservation, and they are wanting us to not be open and have revenue coming in anymore. Even though we bring in about $2 million to our local businesses here in a given year with the people that we have coming through. We do 2 tours twice a day. We were the #1 experience on Airbnb. We were planning great things for these animals to expand our rescue and all of that stuff. And it came to a screeching halt. For those who follow us, you know that in February of 2022, the county came in January and said, we want you to shut your doors by February 1st of 2022. We need you to apply for the permit. Well, how long does the permit take? It's normally a 90-day process. 20 months later, actually 19 months later, we finally had our hearing. Now, our hearing came back from the hearing examiner that we, because we work in conservation and because we allow the public in here, that he did not see us as a rescue. So, to be a rescue, in their eyes, we have to be close to the public. Even though Wolf International, what are they called? Wolf Haven. Wolf Haven and all that, they have photo opportunities, they have people walking through, they breed their wolves, they do conservation efforts. They're a sanctuary. They're even GFAS accredited. But we can't get that accreditation because we allow people to interact with 6 of our wolf dog ambassadors. So therefore, we can't be considered a sanctuary. So in order to do that, we have to stop our tours and only educate you virtually, which is absolutely and completely disheartening. Because we were doing Make-A-Wish Foundations for free, we were starting a military program, we were doing all these really great things, we were working towards a direction of being... So it's great when you hear noises coming from the background.
I'm trying to think, are we dry docking anyone?
No. Anyway, so it's just, it is what it is. We're having to pivot. At the same time of all of this, we've been having to deal with a litigation between our neighbors and ourselves. So we had a very wealthy neighbor pretty much spearhead this thing, hire one of the best firms in the state of Washington. That really, they do their job by just creating mass paperwork confusion and bankruptcy. That's pretty much their specialty, in my opinion. From the cases that I've read that he's done, several things that this attorney has done where he pro bonoed a case and then he sues the city later to get his revenue in which he had to donate his probation or his pro bono, blah, 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 blah. That's the kind of firm that we're working against. Anyway, with that, it's cost a lot of money for us to get through all of this. The permitting process has cost us well over $65,000 now, and we actually have, actually more than that, 30, 40, 50, 60, 78,000 we're up to.
Not including lost revenue.
Yeah.
So it's cost us
$2 million of lost revenue. About $2 million. We were planning on taking that, expanding our staff, giving more jobs to people. We were planning on doing a full renovation. We had concrete companies lined up. We had dirt work companies lined up. We had things ready to rock until that screeching halt in February. So what the county doesn't understand that they've done by coming in 21 years later and requiring these permits and shutting us down, they have put these animals' lives in jeopardy, period. Now the county has actually been very kind, so I'm not saying that, but this process has been absolutely crap. It's been a very thing, and then when they're like, well, now we want you to put up 8-foot fencing, but now you need to get permits for it. Really? Permits? You want us to get permits now?
Another 18 months down the road?
Another 2 years down the road to get approved for a permit to fence in our property? It's absolutely dumbfounding of the constant hurdles that are coming up. So what's the solution? Well, the solution is switching over to being a fully media-based organization to accommodate everyone's needs and desires. And my heart, and I won't speak for Holly, but my heart is in it for just rescuing animals. If we have the opportunity to just rescue animals and do virtual education, I'm okay with it, as long as the animals can be provided for and taken care of. Now that's kind of where the double-edged sword come into play. Because what that means is that I need donors. I need 3,000 people to donate $20 a month so that I can continue doing what I do. And Holly can continue doing what she does, and Jeremy can continue doing what he does. And we can have a couple more people come on to staff and continue doing what they want to do. I get calls from zoologists all the time asking me if I have positions available. Vet techs, all the time. I just want to come out and get the experience and work with the animals, yada, yada, yada. Like, we get that all the time. So to be able to do that, though,
Thanks for the follow-ups.
we have to be able to stay afloat. And I posted a video this morning, and I can't even tell you how the time went by. I know Holly hasn't seen it yet because she's working. But we do want you guys to understand the reality of the situation that we're in. I am so tired of having to ask for help and ask for money. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of people. There has been some people who have been so generous to our organization. $30,000 matching campaigns and $1,000 here and another rescue $2,000 here, but the whole reality of the situation is it does cost, like, we've never been quiet about this, it costs $600,000 a year to run the organization. It just does. And that's not with improvements, and that's with like minor fixes.
Band-aids.
Band-aids. And that's really unfortunate because we were headed in such a beautiful direction for this organization. It was like blossoming really well.
The future was bright.
The future was very bright.
I was very, very excited about it.
I would like to get to the place where we can just rescue and bring you rescue content and do all of that really fun stuff and start bringing you renovations of, like, we're setting up a new enclosure today. We got the $120,000 grant and we are going to be building a brand new enclosure. Join us for the journey. Zeus and Lexi get a new this, and Max and Cocoa get a new this, and so, and we have this new rescue coming in. And how ways that you can help are by becoming symbolic adopters, by joining us on Patreon so we can bring you exclusive content, follow our stuff, like our videos, click on some ads in the YouTube. All that helps. Buy stuff from our affiliated marketing, which it's not a big kickback for that. Buy our notebooks, join our Etsy store. We're really, really needing help. We're struggling. I'm down to not very much money in my bank account right now. Like a couple more payrolls is what I'm down to right now. And it's like, it is
Scary.
It's scary. It's really scary. It's really disheartening.